Well, hello there, powerful parents. I want to have a really conscious conversation with you today about a phrase that gets used in parenting at such a high cost, at the cost of so much. And I want to share that with you. And this is the phrase, I told you so. Now, we say this phrase so many different ways. We say, see, I told you. Well, you should listen, shouldn't you? Didn't I tell you that? Remember, I told you that. Well, guess that proves me right. You should listen. Next time you will. These are the ways that we basically say, I told you so. And here's the thing. I told you so feels good because we feel good when we feel right. I mean, it feels good to have an edge on someone or to be in a position of some kind of superiority and authority. And what being right does is it validates our own self-worth. So it's normal for being right to feel good. But here's my question. At what cost and at whose expense? You see, as a parent, you will have infinite opportunities to be right. If you really want to, go ahead and be right about the capital of Afghanistan. Go ahead and be right about the fact that the child would get cold, at the park because they didn't bring their jumper. You can be right about anything you want to be right about, that they'll be hungry later if they don't eat their dinner. You've got unlimited opportunities to be right. But here's what happens. Every single time you are right, you make someone else feel wrong. And feeling wrong never feels good. And so what happens is the child starts to build an association with how they feel and you. And so every single time that you make me feel wrong, I feel bad. So if I don't like that feeling, then I start to realize I don't really like you. And if I don't really like you, I don't want to behave for you. I don't want to contribute for you. I don't really have any honor for you. I lose my trust and respect for you. And that's where we get a whole lot of behavioral issues show up. So instead of telling your child how right you are, just pause. And just really understand what's the cost of what I'm about to say. Because if you're willing to be right at the expense of connection with your daughter, if it's okay with you that your son starts to resent you because he never ever gets a chance to feel like he's ever right, and if you're happy with your child carrying the burden of not just knowing they're wrong, because when they've made a mistake, they know they're wrong, they know when they've stuffed up. But if you're okay with your child carrying the heaviness of that burden of how wrong they are and having their nose rubbed in it, then I guess this video is irrelevant for you. But for those of you who don't want to create an environment that's full of resentment and disconnection and that makes your child pull away from you because they see you as a threat rather than a safe place, just eliminate needing to be right. Allow the child to save face. And if you really feel the need to say something, instead of saying, well, I told you, see, I told you, instead of that, just say, what did you learn? So what did you learn from that? So what were the lessons in that for you? And let them tell you what they learned. Don't tell them, well, that'll teach you. That is my message for you today. This simple shift starts to breed connectedness between you and your children and the whole of your family. This isn't a tip just for your children. Do this with your husband, your wife, your partner, your friends, your colleagues, with everybody. Being right feels good, but we need to question what's the price and at whose expense. If this has been of value to you, please comment down below. How do you feel after watching this video? Share with me something that you look forward to, another scenario that, oh yeah, this always happens with my daughter or my son, and this is what I normally do, and now I can see what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Tell me down below, not just will you stop doing this, but tell me what will you do instead. I look forward to hearing from you and to being able to share more information just like this. My name is Holly Noonan. I'm from The Holly Effect. Stay amazing and stay conscious.